So, by popular demand, we're back for another installment of
Global warming's a myth. Global warming's only caused by all the men getting mullets now, heating up the atmosphere. What's wrong with all you guys? We're gonna go through some more outrageous AI conspiracy theories that are posted to TikTok again. I mean, the last time we looked at these, they were suggesting that Elvis Presley is still alive, but not only is he still alive, he controls the whole world and he's living on the moon or something. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say, that's probably not true. So anything you see here today, please don't believe. Unless I tell you to believe it, because then it's got to be true. Let's kick it off strong with new discoveries in. That's pretty much the whole title. The simulation of life.
Now this is crazy. What if I told you everything you know about life is...
You know, it starts out as a banger when you got Joe Rogan in the first 3 seconds. You know, whatever's going to be said is true. These pages always clip up the truth.
Recent scientific breakthroughs in neuroscience have confirmed that our reality is, in fact, a simulation. How this ends is mind-blowing. So strap in. Picture this. You close your eyes knowing that your time is up. However, when your eyes open, you find that you're not in heaven or hell, but in the year 3000, with a notification telling you that you've just completed a simulation of the exciting, primitive 21st century. When you finish this life simulation, you're not old and gray anymore. You're back to being 16, ready to jump into another round of this.
What's crazy is the fact that Joe Rogan, this is AI by the way, so they've AI-ified Joe Rogan's voice and made him say all this stuff. Do you know what they've done with me? You know what they did? Not this.
And why are you being so rude to Daddy?
Yeah, that's pretty much as far as AI has gone with my voice. So, not quite as cool as Joe Rogan's. Quite more disgusting.
Everything we experience, every sensation, it's all just electrical signals to our brains. So manipulating these signals, that's the key to creating unlimited experiences, unlimited realities. The chances we're living in the real world are pretty much zero.
It's just crazy statements as well. Like, the chances we're living in the real world are basically zero. Based on no evidence, I'm just saying that because I can. And the AI images in the background, like this is our actual reality. Explain what's going on in this photo. So there's just a cliff, then a city with grids, and then a planet that close. But in the city, there's just one tree, which is bigger than all of the building. That's more realistic than life.
We're all characters in a cosmic video game, and our 21st century brains have finally figured it out. It blows the lid off everything we...
See, AI images like this are just crazy. Because then to suggest it's a video game, but then have DNA as like a cross of Christ, just none of it adds up. You've just got Joe Rogan spitting lyrics over the top.
Consciousness, you name it. We're living in a simulation and the possibilities are endless.
To be fair, as conspiracy theories go, the idea of us living in a simulation isn't that far-fetched. It's just everything else they decided to add to that. I feel like, well, because they've got to get over the 1 minute mark to get paid, so they've really just got to keep going. So they're like, real life isn't real, we're in a simulation. Oh, and it's a video game. Did I mention that? And also, furthermore, we can invent any reality we want. We just got to manipulate the electrical signals in our brain. We just got to gaslight them into thinking whatever we want them to think, pretty much, by the way. But what blows my mind is the amount of people that fall for it in the comments. I'm okay with this. They've just heard all this information. They're like, oh, that's fine. Oh, that's true. Fine, that's fine. I don't care. This is rather informative. Thank you. I'm glad you've opened my eyes. But it doesn't get past everyone, to be fair. Monica calls BS. Fair play, Monica. Lynn in brackets. Let's find something else. Did I just see the real life Fortnite? I think I did.
This was the real life Fortnite. During the 1950s.
Why choose, what's this? Voldemort, all dressed up now. We got handsome Voldemort before GTA 6. As soon as I started saying that, I was thinking, oh my God, I'm becoming a walking TikTok comment. What's happening to me? My brain's rotting, guys. I can already tell just the fact, why is this the representation for, what did they say? 1950. This is our representation for 1950. Explain that.
A man named Dan Druff was a famous billionaire.
Okay, right, so so that was Dan Druff, my bad. You really expect me to believe a man was called Dan Druff? Boy, Dan Druff's running around in your hair. He's no billionaire.
Every few months, he would secretly gather 100 people from across the world to compete in a game. But the contestants did not know exactly what the game was about. All the contestants were put into one giant airplane and were told to jump out.
This just simply isn't true. This just straight up is not true. I refuse to believe a man called Dan Druff would ever be bald as well, for a start. So you expect me to believe he just literally just created Fortnite before Fortnite was a thing? How would he even know about it? Because he's never played Fortnite. How's everyone going to wear different skins? And V-Bucks didn't exist back then. Explain all this. Fortnite before the Battle Pass?
Out of it and land on the island, and the last man standing would win $10 million. Most would jump, but the ones that didn't were eliminated. On June 1st, 1958, the 35th Battle Royal would take place on the island. During every event, Dandruff would stay in an underground bunker on the island and watch the contestants on his
Dandruff just has a penis for a head. I'm worried Dandruff has never seen the light of day. He looks like he lives in a hole in the ground anyway. I think Dandruff crash landed here. Dandruff actually does look like Dandruff.
But during this battle royal, a group of contestants who were upset that they were set up gathered together. One of the guys in the group heard a rumor that the one behind all of this was Dandruff, the famous billionaire, and that he was watching them in a secret bunker underneath the large greenhouse on the island.
Can't tell me they didn't have a choice in all of this anyway. They decided to gather together and be like, oh my god, Dandruff is behind all of this. Let's kill him. You agreed to get in the plane and go. It was your decision.
So the group would find the house a few hours later and enter it. After a few minutes, they found the secret passage way to the bunker underneath a rug. They would then rush down to the bunker and find Dandruff hiding underneath a desk and detain him and call for help with the telephone that was down there. All the survivors on the island would be rescued, and Dandruff was arrested and sentenced to life in prison.
Oh, no wonder my hair been looking great lately. I do not believe... Is this real? Because now I'm starting to doubt it. Did dandruff exist? Now I'm just getting stories of radioactive dandruff. I know a guy with radioactive dandruff, actually. No, all I can see is dandruff, not dandruff. Was dandruff a billionaire? No, all I can see is the TikTok stuff. This is not real. No, okay. But you had me, for a second there, I was thinking, it doesn't even seem that far-fetched. Let's pick a different one. Let's do The Time Traveler, March 2024.
Now this is scary. The warnings...
The same damn Joe Rogan clip in the beginning. Did he say this?
Now this is scary.
No, because he's not even saying this is scary in that clip. Look at his lips.
Now this is scary.
He's just fucking saying something else. This is scary. Is this even illegal? Is it even legal to just take someone's voice?
Warnings of a time traveler from 2714 for March 2024 are truly chilling. John Titor, an American military time traveler.
I'm sorry, I'm getting motion sick from this. Fucking hell. Just relax.
Famous for his predictions on internet forums in 2000 to 2001, has now warned us of 5 dates for March 2024. On March 8th, the largest tornado in recorded history runs through America. It is over 15 miles wide and has 650 miles per hour wind speed. It is considered the first F6 tornado. On March 5th...
Okay, March 8th, was there a tornado? No, but it does mark 21 years since the Milwaukee tornado. So maybe what they did was they were just like, there was a tornado 21 years before that, so it's probably going to be one 21 years later. But there was no tornado, so already debunked.
15, a biotech company will reveal a treatment that can reverse aging in human cells without any adverse effects. This allows humans to regain physical and mental attributes of their younger self. On March 18th, the Second Civil War began.
That's dangerous because people just start using that shit and then they're just 12-year-olds running around, but they're actually 80 years old. You see a 12-year-old knitting on a rocking chair, which is 3-year-olds driving around on the roads, driving around Priuses.
In the United States, not long after other states and countries join in. It soon turns into World War III and the USA crumbles. On March 2020,
Wait, when was
scientists
that?
announced the discovery of a massive underground ocean beneath
when was
the United
Was
States.
World
Not
War III?
long after. This allows humans to regain physical and mental attributes of their younger self. On March 18th, the Second Civil War begins in the United States.
Okay.
Not long after other states and countries join in. It soon turns into World War III.
I don't think this has happened. So a couple months ago, World War III happened. I just knew nothing about it, and it destroyed the whole of the US. To be fair, I haven't been there, so it might be crumbled.
And the USA crumbles. On March 2020, scientists announced the discovery of a massive underground ocean beneath the...
That's what all scientists look like, by the way. That's Einstein, that's Nikola Tesla, that's Marie Curie, that's Stephen Hawking. And this guy here is Bill Nye.
Scientists announced the discovery of a massive underground ocean beneath the surface of Antarctica, teeming with life forms previously unknown to science. On March 27th, the largest creature ever is discovered in the hidden oceans of Antarctica, the serene crone. It is 6 times the size of the blue whale. Now this is scary.
Well, thank fuck that never happened. They could have played it safe with their predictions at least, just said like, oh, it might be a bit warm in the summer. And then you'd get a few people to believe you, because it would happen. John Titor was already debunked. 2 brothers from Florida made it all up. No shit. He just claimed there was a World War III happened 2 years ago and it didn't. What a bold thing to say. If you're trying to convince people you're a time traveler, why suggest, oh, World War III is going to happen in a couple months? Just go for something lower, more simpler, something that might happen. Like, I don't know. That's why I'm not a time traveler, because I can't think of anything. Like there will be plague of something in a bit. Because there's always plagues of stuff, right? I think. If you see a flock of birds, people will say, oh, it's a plague of birds. Do I know what the word plague means? Maybe not. Christine, wow, that's a lot to happen in 1 month. But I think she believes it. You're not getting anything past Mark, though. Lol. AI much. Bang on, though, Mark. Bang on. The fuck is this? Handsome Simpsons. Simpsons have done it again. They predict solar storm.
The latest predictions from The Simpsons for 2024 are genuinely eerie. This one is absolutely disturbing. In season 20...
This is crazy that Joe Rogan runs this page, by the way. I'm mind blown by this. Honestly, the guy's got so much going on and he can do this.
For episode 9, Homer Simpson is preparing a bunker fully stocked with provisions for his family, anticipating...
That's fucking terrifying. Like, actually very terrifying.
Something dreadful on the horizon. Shortly after, a solar superstorm strikes Springfield, a silent, invisible tempest sweeping through the town, causing severe consequences. No internet, no electricity, everything comes to a standstill. A solar superstorm could wipe out the internet for weeks or even forever. Interestingly, NASA has recently made a shocking discovery, a massive hole in the sun called the Coronel Hole. This hole, large enough to engulf 60 Earth-sized planets.
Yeah, but can you engulf these nuts? It'd probably hurt. It'd probably be pretty warm, actually. Solar storms aren't even that rare. They happen all the time. So the Simpsons have predicted some weird stuff, though. I will say that. They have predicted some weird stuff. And you're like, well, that's kind of... Like, you know those videos side by side of, like, Donald Trump waving going down the escalator? And Simpsons, like, did it? I don't know if Donald Trump saw that and he was like, I'm going to do that and fuck with people. Maybe. I would if Simpsons did something... for me, unless it was weird, unless they made me teabag a hot chocolate or something, I probably wouldn't do that. But then a second ago I was just talking about teabagging the sun, so maybe I would. Hot chocolate would be cooler. But yeah, I feel like this one's a bit you're reaching just a little bit, because it's pretty likely that a solar storm will have a serious effect on Earth at some point, so it's just kind of a good guess.
Is currently releasing solar storms at a staggering speed of 1.5. The Earth's solar system is now at 1.8 million miles per hour and could be headed to Earth fast. The last time the Earth...
The fuck does that even mean? The Earth's solar system, I said the solar system, but this doesn't belong to the Earth, is heading towards what? 1.8 miles per hour, slow as fuck. Now I can't even go back. Oh, the government has stopped me from going back, scrolling back.
Latest predictions
no, I don't want to see handsome...
2024 are...
Ew, what? I didn't even notice this AI... This hideous AI photo. What's going on? They've just taken their eye pupils and he's biting his fucking lip at me. Biting his lip. He's got something on his lap that can't be named. He's melting. Who is this? That is not a Simpson. That's an actual man. Okay, thing.
Genuinely eerie. This one is absolutely disturbing. In season 24, episode 9, Homer Simpson is preparing a bunker fully stocked with provisions for his family, anticipating something dreadful on the horizon. Shortly after, a solar superstorm strikes Springfield, a silent, invisible tempest sweeping through the town, causing severe consequences. No internet, no electricity, everything comes to a standstill. A solar superstorm could wipe out the internet for weeks or even forever. Interestingly, NASA has recently made a shocking discovery, a massive hole in the sun called the Coronel Hole. This hole, large enough to engulf 60 Earth-sized planets, is currently releasing solar storms at a staggering speed of 1.5. The Earth's solar system is now at 1.8 million miles per hour and could be headed to Earth.
So the solar system is currently at 1.8 million miles per hour and heading towards Earth. The solar system is heading towards Earth. What? What?
Fast. The last time the Earth experienced such a storm was in 1859. It was known as the Carrington Event. The 2024 solar storm is predicted to be 60 times more powerful than the 1859 solar storm, possibly the strongest ever recorded in history. The latest predictions...
It's crazy people will actually see this and think this is legit as well. So dangerous. There was a solar storm, but we were fine. Lol, solar superstorm. Please. Well, that actually is true, though. That's like the only one thing that did happen. Sarah's just using this opportunity to talk to Joe Rogan. Why can't I find any recent Joe Rogan podcasts on YouTube anymore? Joe, do you want to get back to her, please? Fine, I'll say it. He was bought by Spotify, okay? They're all on Spotify. That's so true. It did say staggering speed of 1.5. 1.5 what? It's running at a staggering speed of 1.5. The length of my penis is just a staggering 106. Just not going to specify. Oh, might be millimeters. Might be even smaller than that. Meters, micrometers. Chernobyl. Oh, we can finally find out the truth about Chernobyl with proof at the end. Let's find out.
Now this is scary. The most dangerous animal in the world.
Joe Rogan seems to always be scared. It's always just going, this is scary.
Lives in this nuclear wasteland. The disaster in Chernobyl was one of the worst nuclear power plant meltdowns of all time. In the late 1980s, the Chernobyl disaster led to the evacuation of the surrounding area due to high radiation levels. Over 30 people lost their lives directly from the disaster, and its impact continues to affect many. The area, now an exclusion zone. According to locals, it is home to mutated creatures. An American urban explorer, keen to explore this forbidden zone, ventured into Chernobyl at dusk to avoid detection. Recording his journey on a GoPro, he found the area desolate and silent. His exploration included the central reactor building and the highly radioactive Elephant's Foot. As he prepared to leave, unsettling sounds emerged from the forest. Panic struck when a massive mutated bear appeared. Fleeing in terror, he found himself lost in the Siberian wilderness after an hour. The captured footage of the bear is disturbingly graphic, deemed too extreme for platforms like TikTok. For those
convenient.
Curious to see it, click share, then more, and then photos.
You fucking bitch. Maybe watch all of that just to click share more photos. All that means is I'm sharing his thing. How many people fell for that? You can see on shares. Oh, you can't see the number of shares. That's annoying. Probably tens of thousands of people just sharing that, thinking they're going to see a video of a bear. You're not. There is no video of a bear. Well, there you go. There's a mutated grizzly bear. I wonder if it affected its penis. Why do I even keep saying penis all the time? I don't know. It's the only thing I have. Earth's barrier? What? No one has ever.
This is interesting. What if I told you
Oh, so now this is interesting. It's not scary. Interesting.
everything you know about space is about to change? There is a theory backed by scientists that suggests we have never explored space due to a transparent barrier surrounding
Backed by what fucking scientists? Backed by liars. Oh, is this the firmament layer thing?
our world. Trust me, how this ends will shock you. Beyond this barrier, there is no open space or vacuum, but rather water. It may all sound crazy, but in
We looked at this one in the last conspiracy theories video. It just does not make sense. Why? This is what I said in the last time. Why do people insist, when they don't understand how something works, make up an explanation which is just more complicated than the actual truth? I guess that they don't have a great understanding of gravity and just every physical force ever. So when they are told that Earth is, just suspended in a vacuum, they don't believe it. And what makes more sense to them is that Earth is actually surrounded by water instead. And that's the firmament layer. Why would that make more sense? Which is in a drink with just an ice cube. I don't understand it. How do they think, would people in the ISS, where is it, a submarine? Just floating around up there? How do they think anything works? Then they're saying like things can go out, but things can't come back in? Or they decided things can come in because when a meteorite strikes Earth, they're like, oh, okay, no, so things can come through it, but things can't come out of it because rockets can't get out of it. What?
1962, the U.S. government detonate a massive explosion in the sky, allegedly to test the atmosphere's reaction. So they want us to believe. However, some claim that they were actually attempting to see if they could break through this invisible barrier. Ironically, this program was called Operation Fishbowl. This theory is fueled by the observation that many have noticed stars appear to twinkle or shimmer through a liquid-like substance when viewed with the naked eye or through a camera. Rocket enthusiasts.
See, that's another thing. They don't understand the twinkling of stars. So they're like, the real reason stars twinkle is because when you're looking at them in the horizon, I don't know if you notice, if you look straight up, stars don't twinkle as much because you're looking through less of an atmosphere. If you're looking outwards, say onto the horizon, you're looking through more of an atmosphere. Because say you're here, you're looking at stars over here on your horizon, you're looking through all of this atmosphere, like at an angle. Whereas if you're looking directly up, you're only looking through an atmosphere layer of like this, upwards, rather than an atmosphere layer of like that. You see what I'm saying? So when you're looking through more atmosphere at a star on a horizon, you're going to see interaction of light with particles in the atmosphere. It appears to twinkle. But because they can't get their head around that, it makes more sense for them to say, oh, it's twinkling because there's a layer of fucking water around Earth, obviously. We're in a fucking drink. That makes more sense.
I've also noted that the rockets we have launched seem to encounter an invisible ceiling, creating an effect similar to what one would observe in water. Now this is interesting.
And then this just isn't true. Nikki just says, yup, firmament. Yup, finally you figured it out. Join the club. Flat planet, bro. 100, truth from G-Sun. Very true. Flat planet, bro. There's a team of experts on this in the TikTok comments. So that's good. Area 51, the truth of Area 51 finally unlocked.
What if I told you Area 51 is actually the gateway to the real world, and we are...
What the fuck does that even mean? The conspiracy theorists are so obsessed with the idea of this not being the real world and there being another real world for some reason. I don't know why. They're going to be pretty disappointed when they find out that it's not the case. They spent their whole life thinking, can't wait till we get to the real world. Cannot wait. And then they just find out this was it.
We're all living inside Area 51 without even knowing it. This
wait,
theory
what?
has been growing popularity in the conspiracy space due to shocking recent
Why is Joe Rogan
events.
speaking so quick?
Inside Area 51 without even knowing it.
Wait.
Real world. And we are all living inside Area 51 without even knowing it.
Why did he just speed up? And we are all living inside Area 51 without even knowing it. We are all in Area 51 right now without even knowing it.
This theory has been growing popularity in the conspiracy space due to shocking recent events. 9 months ago...
Oh my God, look at them. What? The hell's going on? These are just double people. He's just got his ass on someone's face. Someone's just literally giving him a rim job whilst everyone's looking at all these shocking events together. There's Albert Einstein's even in the mix. He's sat like he's on a dildo. This just says wanking on the page. What's going on?
An intriguing message surfaced on a hidden online discussion board.
It's got to be real.
Grasping my focus despite its subtle presence in the digital world. The reactions to this message were even more disconcerting, igniting a flurry of hypotheses. Observations implied that Area 51 wasn't merely a confidential military facility, but truly the curtain separating our assumed reality and the...
So Area 51 is just a curtain. So security can't be that good. All we have to do is pull it back.
External realm. The hypotheses are as abundant as they are imaginative, and they all confront one vital question. What if our existence isn't as we believe it to be? For years, I plunged deeply into the complex realm of conspiracy narratives, examining the most recognized theories and formulating my own concepts. Extensive research was undertaken, information was compiled, experts were engaged, and eventually a conceivable theory appeared, a theory that disputes traditional beliefs.
A conceivable theory. This whole theory is just that the real world is in Area 51 and we're all in Area 51. Why would anyone come to that conclusion from any information ever? What if we are Area 51 and there are other areas to get to other Earth realms from 1 to infinite number or different worlds? See, now this is a conspiracy theory I can get behind. Because what if we are Area 51? What if I am Area 51? What if I'm the butthole of Area 51? Hence my breath. And there are other areas to get to other Earth realms from 1 to infinite number, which is 100, of course, of different worlds. It makes you think, doesn't it? I don't know why that's got 60 likes and who said let him cook. We shouldn't have let him cook. Hang on, he elaborates. I mean, taking off life goggles off my eyes from what we think is real life, and once we take them off, who knows what will happen. So there's goggles, so we got goggles on. And if we take them off, who knows what will happen. What if we woke up in a spaceship so big it carried humanity inside and they keep us asleep playing life VR until our higher self reach destination? Can I be honest? He's kind of actually cooking with that one. He is kind of cooking with that one. Perhaps we are, Pop. Maybe we're like further ahead than we think we are. But we've got like a 100-year space traveling journey. And we're all hooked up to VR headsets and they're thinking, oh, these people need to learn life lessons. Let's put them in a life simulation before we get to this new planet. I think me and him need to just hook up and do a brainstorm because we're finally getting somewhere now. Because I saw it before we knew about VR, but if you think about it, didn't hurt coming to Earth. Does it hurt going out of Earth? And I had a vision when I was younger, put into a short story. I woke up not here, but there by taking life goggles off, and they didn't like it weird. Okay, so I think we'll stop the cooking there, actually. Here's a theory. How about Area 51 is just something to get your attention to, and the real hidden stuff is, well, obviously hidden, maybe underground or elsewhere. I think that's actually true, though, isn't it? Area 51 is not actually Area 51. There's like it's like underground, no? I don't know. There is no alien. No one even said alien. What's going on right now? What if this world is Area 51 and there's an infinite number of areas which is our Area 51 and so on? Why the question government don't want us? Okay, and the new guy I'm going to start developing theories with. This guy up here was not cooking anymore. Green Avenger is cooking. Because why the question government don't want us? You've got to think about that. These comments are too good. I don't want to leave this comment section. To be honest, the comments on the other ones were kind of like, what the fuck are you talking about? But then on this one, everyone's like, oh my God, I've been thinking that for ages. We are Area 51. And there are other areas up to infinity. He's kind of talking to himself here. He's like, no one's actually said anything. And he's just gone on about fighting each other isn't going to help. We need to think out the box and help one another. But no one even said, oh, let's fight. He just sort of just cracked on with that argument. So there we go. There's some conspiracy theories. We didn't even look at that many because I was in love with the comment section on that last one. Should we just look at one more? I feel like let's just look at one more and I'll try and stay out of the comment section. But it's really hard when you got someone in there who's clearly an expert and he's coming up with really great ideas. Let's do something scary. Wendigo.
Now this is scary. Scientists have captured the Wendigo and tried to keep it a secret until now. So there's this urban explorer, Mike Jordan from Seattle. He finds out about this creepy old CIA research facility that got shut down back in '93, right? It's buried deep in the woods, and it takes him 3 days to locate it. He jumps the fence and walks into this spooky...
If I looked that good jumping a fence with all this kit on, I would always be jumping fences. I also wouldn't go through this gap, which is you could easily fit through. I would also jump it.
Eerie place. As he walks in, he is greeted with
Why is he
ice
freezing
cold air,
now?
making it hard to...
So I'm sorry, he's in a tropical forest and now all of a sudden he's freezing to death.
breathe, but he just shrugs it off and keeps going. The first floor is littered with old papers and logs from researchers. And get this, they're all about the Wendigo. Mike decides to go deeper into this place. He hears these weird whispers and howls behind a metal door. It's like something's calling to him. He opens the door and there's this massive Wendigo chained to the wall, looking right at him. Mike doesn't stick around to chat. He bolts out of there, runs up the stairs, and doesn't stop.
I don't think that Wendigo would even chat if you wanted to be honest.
Until he's safe in his car. And the craziest part, he uploads everything he found online.
Oh.
Dude, it's like this Wendigo has been hiding right under our noses. This story is nuts.
Joe Rogan did not fucking say that. Dude, it's like this Wendigo's been hiding under our noses. This story is nuts. There you go. That one's actually legit, by the way. That one's actually true. We've got that verified. So there you go. Those are some conspiracy theories. If you want to see me go through more conspiracy theories, because there's genuinely that many. There's loads of pages like this. They're all like AI, rot, bullshit, slop. So if you want to see more, let me know and we'll look at some more. Thank you for watching. Like the video. Comment down below your favorite conspiracy theory. Not one from this video, but your own. Maybe I'll do a video on your conspiracy theories. How about that? Thank you for watching. I think I already said that. Share this to your family group chat, subscribe, and click the video on my face right now, because it's even more better. Thanks, guys.